And now a Mexico moment with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It's another Mexico moment with Nate and Alexis. I'm your host, Nate, and this is my wife, Alexis.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And this is episode number 17.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We're in the teens.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, happy Friday. This is this past weekend was a little different
A little different.
than our normal. You know, we spend quite a bit of time together.
Yeah.
And that was the plan. Before I go on my birthday trip, we had a couple weekends where we just
spend some quality time.
yeah,
don't.
it was yeah, right. Well, I mean, it was just we didn't have really anything going on like
Yeah.
this past weekend, and this weekend, really.
Yeah.
As in we don't have friends in town or
Usually
anything.
a guest or family or something going on.
Yeah, so it was just supposed to be lazy weekend, you, me, and Tiger, and hanging out at the beach maybe or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Friday, what happened?
I got a text message, nice little voice note from one of my girlfriends, Stephanie, and she was like, "Hey, you want to go to Cancun with me for the weekend? I got a free pass for a couple of nights, and I want to get out of Playa." I just looked at you like, yes. And you were, before I think I was like, yeah, wrapping my head around it. You were like, go.
Yeah, I was like, just do it.
Just do it, yeah. So that was a really nice surprise. She knows, she's a really good friend that we actually know from Atlanta, but don't know from Atlanta. I think we've talked about it before. We both lived in Atlanta at the same time in the same area, and we didn't meet until we got to Playa, and we were actually neighbors in Atlanta, and now we're neighbors here again. So
Yeah, was it Alpharetta, right?
Alpharetta.
She lived very close, like 2 blocks from us.
yeah, same Publix probably, same Target, shopping around.
Didn't even know each other, but we had to move to another country to meet our neighbors from Georgia.
Yeah, so she was like, "Hey, my man's out of town. Let's go have some girl fun and see what happens." So I was very excited. I was running around like a crazy person, throwing things in my suitcase, like bathing suits, this, that. What do I need?
Real quick, speaking of her also being from Georgia, we meet so many people from Georgia.
We
here.
do, we really do.
Our neighbors across the street, I think we spoke about before. They're moving actually to another part of Mexico, but they're from Sonoy, Georgia.
Yep.
And while I was out there talking to them, one of your friends, and you're out of town. One of your friends, Susie from Canada.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Quebec.
Yeah. She was walking with a guy friend that we hadn't seen her with. And so I said hi to him, started talking to him, and I was like, "Oh, where are you from?" He was just in town visiting her and vacationing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, man, I'm from Atlanta." I was like, "What?" I was
course.
like, "Oh, my God." And so our neighbor from Sonoy was there, and he was like, "Oh, man, I don't miss anything about Georgia," because he was, he wasn't living on the beach like he is now. You know?
Yeah. He's surfer dude, too. He belongs in the water.
And I could see your friend's man kind of getting a little like, well, and I was like, the food, right? And he's like, hell yeah, the food. I was like, so, I was
the barbecue.
Yeah, I was like the barbecue, the wings, and he's like, oh, the wings, and I was like, some lemon pepper wet, and he was like, my man. He's like, what's up?
You can't mess with Atlanta food. Like it's just
it's so good.
We crave the most things from there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we think back.
Yeah, even like certain chains that we can't get anymore. I think we've talked about it, but
it's definitely a foodie city.
Mm-hmm.
They pride themselves on the yummy food.
Yeah,
for sure.
But anyway,
really
sorry, I
good.
didn't mean to interrupt, but it was just funny
Yeah,
that we know so many people from Georgia and Atlanta here.
We always say that we're like the East Coast of Mexico, or like we're right below the East Coast. So it's all the Floridians, Georgians, everyone is like, I need it to be a little bit hotter and a little bit more humid than my current state. Why don't I move on down to Mexico?
Exactly. And sorry, not to divert from your story again, but when I took Tiger up on the roof while you were gone, just to get him out of the house a little bit, and ran into our neighbor from across the hall, and they were doing like a little, and one of her friends, they were doing a little charcuterie board up there. And I noticed her friend.
Which is a great idea. I want to do that.
Totally. And I noticed her friend spoke pretty good English. So I was like, oh, where are you from? And she's like, well, I'm from Mexico originally, but then I grew up in Arkansas, Alabama, and then I lived in Georgia, or in Atlanta for 10 or 12 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so from Georgia as well. So there's a mass exodus from Georgia.
I would have been mad if my family moved me from Mexico to Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, I think she lived in a border town.
Gotcha.
So she probably about the same area.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's great. New
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of Georgia people down
Similar
here. But anyway,
interests.
I apologize. So
That's good.
Stephanie hit you up and was like, I need to know like right now.
Yeah.
Like
She was literally like, I need to know now. I was like, I'm in, I'm confirmed. I'm in. She's just like, get packing. So that's all. It's like this cryptic little text, pack, just hurry up and pack. So I'm thinking I got like 10 minutes. I'm running around. You're helping me. We're taking care of Tiger. I'm throwing things in a suitcase. And then I get you on the Google. I'm like, look up this hotel. She's like, if you've never been there, look it up. It's like the Hyatt Ziva Cancun.
I remember there was that big Ziva outbreak a couple years ago.
I think a different Ziva.
Okay.
Zika.
That's Zika, yeah.
But yeah, you're looking it up. I'm getting so excited. So then, we pack up, hit the road, get up there. It took us like an hour, 15, not too bad. And I want to live at this hotel. It was gorgeous. Their waters, just everything was beautiful.
You said you felt like a celebrity.
I did. They welcome you. So first we go into the hotel and we're in the lobby, we check in and they're like, oh, you're in the wrong check-in. We're so sorry. You've been waiting. And we're like, it's okay. No problem. They give us, a glass of champagne. We're hanging out. Like, we are in no rush for anything. They're like, you need to be in the VIP check-in. It's a different area, a different tower. So apparently we were in this turquoise tower, my favorite color.
Ooh. Was the tower actually turquoise?
It had hints of turquoise, lots of like turquoise accents. And I think it was mostly because it's on that little lagoon, that gulf they have.
It overlooks the turquoise water.
It's just straight, and it really is turquoise. I don't know, not like one little patch of Sargasso, nothing. So
did they have dolphins in the pool?
They had dolphins next to the pool.
Oh, okay.
They had a whole dolphin pool next to like the main pool, and you just watch them flip around, and they little pink tummies. They were so cute.
Spring break.
It was
for dolphins.
It was amazing. They were there. They looked really happy. But yeah, so we get there. They take us to the special VIP check-in, more champagne, more things, robes. What do you want the room temperature to be like? Anything you need. Then they tell us we have 2 butlers, not 1, 2.
Oh my God.
And we're like, we don't need a butler.
What did they do?
Anything we need. So actually, she met us. It was a woman, Marissa, and then David, the man. So they check us in and everything. Anything you need, a snack, more drinks, a towel. If you forgot something, if you want us to schedule something for you, I would message her the most stupid questions. Like, can we use the jacuzzi after it's closed? Can we, we're just asking questions because they're there. And they were always so nice. And they just made us feel like really special. Just all the
That's
time.
their job.
Yeah,
so they're doing it well.
Stephanie may have told her that I'm on a very well-known podcast in Atlanta, and that might have helped a little too.
Nice.
So they were excited about that. But it was a great stay, wonderful food, wonderful service. We really felt like celebrities. We were pampered, and we didn't pay for anything. It was all included.
That's great. So it was like a work thing, like a work connection?
One
or
of
something?
her clients, it was kind of like a summer bonus type
Like
of thing.
thank you, kind of.
Thank you. Do you
So
want to go
nice.
out there? Yeah, I guess they do this for her at least like once or twice a year, different locations.
Oh,
So
shit.
I'm like,
Gotta stay friends, bro.
I need a job with you.
Yeah, right.
How
That's
can
it.
How can I get
Yeah.
these perks?
Yeah. So, and I remember one of the nights you sent me a video and you were just sitting out in the hot tub on the patio.
Sitting on our private patio hot tub. Stephanie went to bed that night. We were going all day, and I was like, I'm gonna get in the hot tub, and we did for a little bit. Then she went to bed. Then I came back out. Didn't feel like putting my bathing suit back on.
Yeah. So you're all naked in the hot tub.
It was wonderful. It was such a like mom relaxed trip. We were like spas and bubbles and champagne, and just wonderful. It was
Yeah.
nice.
What was your favorite thing you got to eat there?
Oh, the breakfast was really good. We really liked our lunch at, they had one brewery in the whole hotel, which is really funny.
Well, that's one more than any hotel I've ever been to. You're like, they only had one brewery.
Just one, but it was this huge hotel and like every kind of restaurant you can imagine. They even had like little carts on the side, like churro carts on your way to the restaurant. Do you want a little snack? You want a little dessert? Do you need another drink? We're like, I feel so fat this coming week. But they were just so accommodating. My favorite, I would say, the brewery was really good beer. We had really good like wedge salads, burgers and chicken fingers there. We ate a bunch of Mexican food too, but it was really good American food. We're always searching for chicken fingers, chicken tenders. Really, really good.
Did you do any kind of like room service stuff, or did you mainly go to the restaurants and everything?
Mainly went to the restaurants. We did call room service for more booze all the time.
Oh, was there like a mini fridge that was stocked?
There's a stocked mini fridge with, the beers, juices, sodas, but they had one of those.
Where's my beers at?
I know, we drank them.
They
had some seltzers in there too, actually. A couple of those Palmer seltzers.
Okay.
And room service, though, they had the tablet. You can just order whatever you want or look up the menus of the restaurant. We were just like, wine, champagne, more wine, more champagne, more wine, more champagne. And they would always bring snacks with it too, like the little chips and little fruits and things. So we should have taken more advantage of the room service.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I was just wondering what you did mostly, because I think one of the nights you were telling me she went to bed a little early, and she was like, you can go to the nightclub, you can go, hang around the hotel.
Hit it.
Yeah, but you opted to go and skinny dipping in your hot tub on the patio and watching some thunder.
Listening to music, having some drinks, smoking, just enjoying my me time.
Nice.
And they did have a bunch of clubs there, though. You could hear them at night. So.
Oh, no, up to you. That's so cool.
Didn't feel like going by myself.
Oh, yeah. No, I can imagine. It's kind of weird, especially, I mean, being married or whatever, just like going to a club. It's like, you're not going to go dance by yourself. You're probably not going to go, just start like random conversations with people. I mean, I guess you could. It's not a big deal, but
I know you would trust me to go to the nightclub by myself, and if you were there, you probably would have went to the nightclub by yourself.
Yeah, I probably would just go there and like drink at the bar or something, until I got too drunk, and then I'd start talking to somebody and be like, hey, let's go fucking do the Macarena or something.
Well, I had everything I needed up there, so I was like, why am I going to go to the nightclub and talk to people I really don't want to talk to? If she wakes back up, I'll be up. I'll be sitting here drinking and having some fun. But as soon as we got there, our mission was to like put our bodies in every single pool there. They had so many pools, so many hot tubs, and I think we did a pretty good job.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Anything else from the experience?
Oh, it was just wonderful. Just very unexpected.
I want to ask you something. So you mentioned that you guys saw each other's boobs.
Oh, yeah.
So, sorry.
I was like, what?
So, like, how does that come about? Are you guys just, like, changing and you're just like, oh, hey, like, you got nice boobies or whatever? Or is it like, let me see your boobies, and you guys just compare them? And then you start making out. That's what I picture.
That's it. And then pillow fights.
Yeah, and the pillow fights in your underwear.
We talked about that, too. Like, guys think we're doing this and that, and we're sitting here chugging champagne.
Well, most girls and their girlfriends and stuff, they've seen each other. But I always wonder, is it like a conversation like, hey, let me see yours, I'll show you mine? Or is it just like you're changing and you're just like, oh, hey, you got a nice body or whatever?
I've seen most of my friends' boobs changing. Like let's go to the pool, and there's one bathroom. And we're all adults. I'm not gonna like run and hide and be in the bathroom. I'm just, let's go. Let's get changed. And that's what we were just getting changed. Actually, my girlfriend forgot. We get there. We're unpacking, and I'm like, let's hit the pool. It is hot. Let's get changed. We're getting changed. She's like, I didn't bring one bathing suit. I'm like, get the fuck out. Not one bathing suit. And then I'm like, well, I brought like 30. So we're trying them all on her. And that's, I'm like, hey, this and that. And you just start talking about your boob history and things that you like, things that you don't, or things that you want to do. Or, some I have friends with fake boobs, some with not. And that's just what happens.
Totally cool. I was just curious how that comes about. Because it's, even though like, I'm going on this guy trip on Monday. And it's not, we're not like changing and like, hey, nice dick, bro. Got a pretty long shaft.
Did you get a reduction or an implant?
Yeah. Are you using Nair or are you shaving?
You may talk about those things.
Yeah, maybe.
Just kidding. But that's
how
it happens.
Yeah.
I've probably seen my friend's boobs a handful of times.
No, I'm sure. I was just curious what the process was.
You guys just get it's like the hidden, forbidden thing, and we're just like whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But you've like been told your whole life that you're supposed to hide your boobs or whatever, or guys that you're not supposed to see them. So it's always like a curious thing,
I will say though, I have girlfriends that will get completely nude when they change. Like just whatever, no shame in your game. I kind of have a little, I'm going to cover up my bottoms a little bit or just not be like, hey.
Yeah. Well, you've gotten a lot, I don't want to say a lot better, but you've gotten more liberated with
Yeah,
yourself. You know, you're not worried about. I told you when you got here, I was like, free the boobies.
Yeah,
you
free
know,
the
like don't
boobies.
worry if you're nipping out because it's it's hot outside. You come inside and it's cold. I was like, who cares about if you're nipping out or whatever? Girls here don't wear bras.
Nobody wears bras here. Nipples everywhere. So we always say free the nipple.
Yeah.
And our bras at home, they're just too hot. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah,
It's,
like a sweater.
so yes, Mexico has liberated me and my boobs. I'm free the nipple. I went to Greece and topless and
Boom.
let's do it. Who cares?
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. We've had, a little Tiger update. He's been doing good.
He's been doing
But before you'd left, it's a lot. It's a lot for, if I'm off doing something or vice versa, for you to take care of him or me to take care of him. And you'd been doing a lot with the medications and stuff, because if I'm working or whatnot. And so you're having to give the drops every couple hours. And then he's coughing and he was keeping us up like before you left, like it was like every other night or every night up till like 2-3 a.m.
We didn't get a lot of sleep that week. We were both like, ugh.
Yeah. So I'm really happy that you're able to go and relax and, kind of decompress. And it was just a boys' weekend, me and Tiger. and luckily he was doing really good. Like he started, he played with his like fluffy whale toy, which he hasn't done for a while. He was wanting to smoke pot again, which I know sounds weird, but that is something that he enjoys usually. But he hasn't been. But he wasn't into it recently. So.
Yeah, I think all the different medications and then not seeing so well with his eye. But yeah, I think the boys' weekend, like he was on the road to recovery this past week, was doing well, but he needed a dad's weekend. You guys I feel like you guys just snuggled it out. And when I came back, he looks amazing. His eye looks great, and. He's doing
so
really well.
I didn't have big plans for you being gone. My goal was like I wanted to there's a new Chinese food place, and then there's this other place called Monkey Papa's. And
usually your goals when I leave, it's like I'm going out, I'm gonna hang out with my boys and strip clubs and go flirt with girls and this and that and get wasted. What can I eat when Alexis is gone? That's what you do. I want the weird pizza, the weird food.
And it's not like I can't, like you're telling me I can't order these things normally. It's just if we're ordering dinner from somewhere where you're typically not going to be all in on Monkey Papa's, which is our hot dog pizza. I'll never live that down.
No.
But like Monkey Papa's is just this cone. It's like a paper cone, and then they fill it with French fries, and then they put boneless buffalo wings. And you can get different sauces on it, and then they have these skewers with cheese sticks on it, and then they can top it with like some Parmesan cheese and some like spicy ranch or whatever, whatever you want.
Looks really good, like a Buffalo Wild Wings Mexico style.
Yeah, and it's like a walking type of food. So it's down by the ferry, and I've only got it one time, and I've been trying to get it forever. And so that was one of my goals. I'm like, okay, Friday night I'm gonna order the Chinese food place, and then Saturday night I'm gonna walk down there, get some exercise, and go get the Monkey Papa's.
Burn off my calories and then eat them on the way back.
Exactly. That was the plan. I didn't do either of those things. Well, Friday, I went to the beach, and
it's good.
And when I went to go order the Chinese food, they closed at like 7 o'clock. And I was like, motherfucker. So then Saturday, I did the same thing, went to the beach again, and went to go order the Chinese food. They closed at 8 o'clock.
Oh, no. When are you ordering food?
7-8 o'clock. I didn't think it was too late to order a Chinese delivery place.
True,
like it didn't seem, that far out.
And everybody eats dinner really late here. We eat dinner the latest we ever have in our lives here, but that's a thing here. Everybody eats like 8-9 o'clock, goes out for dinner.
Yeah, maybe because it's so hot that it like cools off later in the evening or something. But yeah, when I wanted to tell you this, when we went to the beach. So funny enough, I hung out with like your girlfriends when you were gone. I hung out with your friend Kristen and Melissa, and then my buddy Brandon, and we went to the beach Friday and Saturday, and we were there Saturday, and we were sitting there, and it's great people watching because just the attire people wear, it's either like some sparkly dress like cover up thing, or it's somebody just wearing full on jeans and a fucking turtleneck. And just sandy as fuck. Like it's just like all over the place. Like it's not just your standard swimsuits.
No.
And
everything.
So I see this guy coming down the beach, and I think he was wearing a motorcycle helmet.
Oh.
But he had like full on I think he had leggings, like black leggings, or at least jeans on under.
Like leather leggings or something.
No, like like exercise leggings.
Oh, okay. Yoga
or
pants?
jegging. Yeah, I guess.
Spandex?
Yeah, spandex. I guess. I thought it was that. Maybe they were just black jeans. But I see that, and he had long sleeve shirt on. I was like, what is this guy doing? And he's coming down, walking down the beach, and then I see him go by. It's a fucking Rappy driver.
Oh.
So somebody Rappied food to the beach.
Genius.
Yeah.
Why have we never thought of this?
And so if you don't know, Rappy is our delivery service, kind of like Uber Eats, but it's a bunch of little motorcycle guys running around. And so he walks down the beach, and it's blazing out. It's like
So
105.
hot.
And I see him walk down, and he goes down to like these people's little umbrella and talks to him. And then he like kind of looks around, and he's walking back. Like it wasn't them. And so he's walking up, and this poor guy's walking up and down the beach looking, and it's fucking so hot. He's in a motorcycle helmet and all these long sleeve, long pants and everything.
Because they're driving around. They got to protect.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, and I was talking to our friends, I go, what if that's like the ordering pizza, like a prank? Like ordering pizza to somebody that didn't, or like 50 pizzas or something. Like they just, or like they're like, it's some kids fucking with the Rappy driver.
Well, you don't really call it. I mean, I guess you could call the pizza place, but Rappy, you have to have that app and it's going to have your info and all that. But I guess they don't care if you pay for it. If you don't deliver it, then joke's on the pranker.
Yeah, I don't know. And the only other thing that happened to me this weekend that I thought was funny was, so actually our Georgia friends from Sonoy that live across the street, they were talking to this couple, and I was walking home, and they catch eyes with me, and this couple, the guy looks at me and goes, "Hey, I used to sleep in your bed."
Oh.
And I was like, "What?"
What?
And he goes, "Yeah, right up here, second level."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, we used to live there."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, no way." So this guy and this girl used to live in our apartment.
Did they look nice?
Yeah, they look super nice.
Okay,
yeah, they look
great.
real nice. And
That's why our place isn't destroyed.
and he goes, "You know what's funny?" He's like, "One time I got locked out on the balcony." And he goes, "Yeah, we were out there, and I closed the door, and it locks from the outside." And he goes, "Dude, you're not gonna believe this. Same fucking thing happened to us." Like,
oh my God.
what wasn't that like the first week that we lived here?
First week or
Yeah.
weekend.
So some of like the lower levels in Mexico, like the lower level balconies, they'll have the sliding glass doors locked from the outside because so somebody can't jump onto your balcony and break into your house or something.
Yeah.
So we're on the second, technically third floor, but we're not anywhere where anyone probably would climb up or
It's all
anything.
glass and
So
weird.
I
No
think
one's
our
climbing.
landlord just got like some cheap doors or something, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll take all the first floor doors.
They
it's
look
fine."
a little backwards. Too.
Yeah. So yeah, or maybe they put them in backwards.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, one of the first weekends we were here, we went out on the balcony. We're like just having a drink or something. We
Yeah,
shut the door,
enjoying
hanging
it.
out with Tiger, and we go to open the door. It's locked. Cannot open it, and so we're locked out on our balcony, and we don't know what the fuck to do because even if we can alert somebody downstairs.
The door's locked.
Yeah, our apartment door is locked.
Yeah.
We don't have the keys with us, so
Yeah.
there's like no way. Like we're just stranded out here.
I just remember looking at you being like, what do we do? What are we going to do? Like, we have no idea. And we just moved here. So we didn't like know a lot of people, or not that would help either.
Yeah, exactly.
No one has our key.
So I just fucking Hulk strength, just rock the door back and forth until it pops off, and I was like, "Ah!" And I pulled the sliding glass door off the hinges.
You really did. I still have that mental image in my face looking at you going, what are we going to do? And you were just like, like in action, pulling it off. I'm like, my hero.
Yeah.
Like
I remember you're
cheering.
like, "Baby, you've never been so sexy."
Yes. I was like, my man can He-Man a sliding glass door off the wall. What can yours do?
Boom.
Oh my God, you saved us. You really did.
Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, it's funny. We just randomly met those people.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
We wondered who lived in this place before because we've seen some of the other units, and you can kind of tell when people move out if it was like a single guy, or maybe there was a girl here and put some cute little things up. But this place was pretty nice when we moved in. Not too much like damage or issues or anything. So we're like, oh, must be a nice couple.
Yeah.
I always think about that.
Yeah. All right.
That's fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I had a good boys weekend. You had a very relaxing ladies
Very
weekend.
relaxing. Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah. So I'm going for my birthday trip on Monday. We'll get into that next Friday on next episode.
Yeah, exciting.
But until then, let's do a couple listener questions.
Okey-dokey.
Lex.
Let's go. Alrighty. First listener question. Do you get the same movies we get in the States? And that's from Tina K. That's a great question. I think we've got that before.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been a question, but I think we've maybe discussed it a little bit, how we love the movie theaters here.
Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, we do get all the same movies.
Same
blockbusters. It's not like we're just getting Jurassic Park or anything, or the first one.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, wait, which one?
yeah, the original. Now we get all the most recent ones. I think tickets were, what were they, like $6 or $7?
Not even that.
Yeah.
Like $3 each, $4 each.
Maybe.
They were cheap.
Yeah, maybe that was a matinee. But yeah, I mean, it was at least $5. I mean, it was around $5, but
not $12, $20, whatever you're paying in the States
and
right
then
now.
like we got all of our snacks and drinks and everything, and it was like $10, I think, for hot dogs and popcorn and a giant drink. And then the popcorn, as we've talked about before, that you love, Lex.
Love it.
What do you love about it?
Oh, they have all the different popcorns. They give you like the bucket of popcorn and these cute little dividers, and they'll put any kind of popcorn you want in there. And they have all the tubs: caramel corn, Doritos, Cheetos, cheddar popcorn, white cheddar. Like, it's amazing. I don't love the movies, but I love the movies now.
Yeah. Yeah. And they do show people, I think we've maybe discussed this, but if you didn't hear it, though, they do show movies in Spanish and in English. So
and then they subtitle.
Yeah. So they'll be in Spanish, where they they have English subtitles, right?
Yeah.
Or no, it'll be an English movie that they've dubbed over in Spanish. So it'll say dub, and it'll be completely in Spanish, or it'll say English sub, and it'll be in English with Spanish subtitles.
Gotcha.
That's what it is. So,
which I think that's what we did, right? And it was kind of nice to learn or to know certain words you hear in English and then see it written and go, oh, okay, I understand now.
yeah, it is
a little
nice.
more slang or easygoing words. But yeah, we've seen Jurassic Park. We saw Top Gun here. We're going to go see Little Mermaid and different things. So get all the blockbusters.
Yeah, so yeah, we do get the current movies, and it's far cheaper. It's kind of like, I think we've said before, like going to the movies in the 90s.
Yeah.
Or the 2000s.
Yep.
It's like, it's not like these new fancy where you have these crazy reclining seats and a butler comes and brings you your popcorn and filet mignon and stuff. It's like, it's kind of old school where you get all the snacks. They're affordable. The ticket's affordable. The chairs are nice, big, and comfy. The floor might be a little sticky, but it's
Everything
worth
was
it.
clean and nice, and everybody was really nice there. So
Yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah. All right.
Good question, Tina.
Definitely. All right. Next one.
Next question. Next question. What did you do for July 4th? And that's from Alex H.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not much really.
Yeah, we kind of like do our own holiday stuff if it's not a holiday representative.
Well, it was hard,
Mexico.
and y'all probably had the same deal with this. It's on a Tuesday, and
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I guess I should ask somebody. Like in the U.S., do you get Monday and Tuesday off, or do you have the weekend? You have to go back to work Monday, but then you have Tuesday off.
Oh, I hope they got Monday and Tuesday off.
Yeah, so it's weird for us, even though we don't have like a normal 9 to 5 and we have to go into work. It's a Tuesday. It doesn't feel like I was kind of getting over the weekend. Like you ate and drank a lot, and so did I. And I don't really feel like partying again on a Tuesday. So we went up to our roof. We saw a little bit of fireworks. We grilled burgers and some hot dogs and did some chips and dip and watermelon at our house. But just us. Like we didn't go to like some big blowout or anything like that.
But we saw like when we were up in Cancun, we saw fireworks and people were decked out in their USA stuff. And I think you said you saw that a little bit around here. And
that is one of the things that kind of irritates me about there's these like expat Facebook groups that we're in, and where people ask questions or they share information or whatever, and there's constantly new people coming in, and sometimes they're just vacationing or whatever that infiltrate the group. But I hate how the people that have lived here for quite a while, and they're usually older people, are just dicks when they ask the question, like, hey, what's going on for Cinco de Mayo? Even though, it's like, okay, it's not technically a Mexican Independence Day or whatever. Or, hey, what's going on for Canada Day or July 4th or whatever. And these snarky old people are always like, nothing. It's Mexico. It's just like any other day.
Yeah.
Which, correct. Yeah, it is Mexico, and it's not like it's a national holiday or anything. But there's always celebrations going on in the United States for other cultures.
Oh, yeah.
I know technically Puerto Rico is part of the United States, but like there's the Puerto Rican Day in New York that's a huge deal. There's Mardi Gras, which is not technically from the United States, and you can look at religious holidays. There's a lot of things that people, or even just like a quinceañera, like that's something that a different culture celebrates in the United States, and I don't feel like I would there go, there's nothing going on for Mexican Independence Day. If somebody asked me that, I would probably say, well, there's not going to be like a city organized thing, but maybe some of the local like Mexican neighborhoods or something are going to do something. So it's okay to celebrate other cultures in another, another country. So I just hate how those
people are just cranky.
Yeah, like the jaded Americans that are like, oh, why are you trying to bring your stuff here? Blah, blah, blah. You can be proud of where you're from and still celebrate it somewhere else. Just like I said, in the States, go ahead. If you're from another country, celebrate whatever you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
If it's your Independence Day for fucking Norway or something, I don't care. I'm not going to tell you that you can't do it. I just think that's so rude.
We are not asking in those groups, what is Mexico doing for the 4th of July? You're literally asking, what's going on? Is anyone, obviously we know Mexico's not celebrating it.
Yeah.
What are the people in this expat group in our local community doing? Because a lot of us are from the States and Canada, and we celebrate these things. So,
and let's not be naive. Like, we live in a very international community and a very tourist community, and they're going to have like some restaurants and bars and stuff are going to do stuff for the people that come here because it isn't a normal. Oh, T, how you doing? You okay, buddy?
T's coming.
That's his cough that keeps us up all night. That's our buddy. That's our
Say
buddy.
hi. Oh, it's like any stuff.
See, you hear that rattle?
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just
that's a good question.
get over it, fuckers.
Everyone needs to chill and just, be inclusive. That's fine.
Yeah. All right, that's good. Good listener question, guys.
Yep.
And
Thank you so much.
Lex, are you ready for the Mexican slang of the day?
I am. Let's hit it. Tiger's ready too. There we go.
Okay, he's good. He's good now. You got to pick him up and he stops for some reason.
Poor guy.
This is 98, aka 14, because he's 14 now.
True. He is 98.
All right, let's get the word. Here we go. The Mexican slang of the day is codo.
Codo.
Codo. C-O-D-O.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, probably. Well, most of these we don't know. That's why we're learning them.
Yep.
But codo literally means elbow.
Oh.
But in Mexican slang, it means stingy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can say
like my elbow?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's like you're stingy. Like,
Stingy
I don't know.
elbow.
You're like elbowing someone like, hey, why don't you pay for
Pushing
this?
him away, or like, hey, get away.
Yeah, but yeah, stingy is like you don't want to share, you don't want to give up, you don't want to spend a lot of money or this or that.
Selfish,
So you say like no seas codo, just like don't be stingy.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, give me that money, bro. So yeah,
Interesting.
so if you ever hear that, not talking about your elbow.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
saying
hear
pay
him.
up, motherfucker.
Could hear him be like, what? I'm
Yeah.
not Kodo.
All right, well that's a good one to have.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, Lex, do you got anything?
Just say, always check on your friends and get away with them.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. If you got any friends that you think would enjoy the podcast, send them to podcastthebs.com. We appreciate your support. And as usual, happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.